The roar of history often amplifies the voices of leaders, casting shadows over those who stand beside them, especially women, and even more so, the daughters of those leaders. Queen Boudica of the Iceni tribe, a fierce warrior who led a devastating rebellion against Roman rule in Britain, has become a legendary figure, a symbol of resistance, a paragon of female defiance. Yet, the story of her daughters, often relegated to mere footnotes in historical accounts, deserves to be resurrected, their individual lives and potential roles in the rebellion brought to light. Tacitus, the Roman historian who provides the primary written record of the Boudican revolt, mentions Boudicas' daughters, but only in passing, primarily to underscore the humiliation and brutality inflicted upon them by the Romans, a chilling depiction of their fate after their mother's defeat and death. The names of Boudicas' daughters are lost to history with frustrating certainty. Tacitus refers to them simply as daughters, leaving their individual identities shrouded in ambiguity. Despite this lack of definitive names, we can glean some understanding of their existence, their upbringing within the Iceni royal family, and the probable impact of their mother's political and military leadership on their formative years. The Iceni, a tribe inhabiting the region of present-day Norfolk in eastern Britain, enjoyed a period of relative autonomy before Roman expansionism began to encroach upon their territory. Boudica's marriage to Prasutagus, the Iceni king, was a strategic alliance intended to secure the tribe's independence and maintain a degree of cooperation with Rome. Prasutagus, hoping to safeguard his family and tribe from Roman greed after his death, named his daughters as co-heirs to his kingdom, alongside his wife Boudica, in his will. This act, intended as a gesture of goodwill and an attempt to appease the Romans, backfired spectacularly when Prasutagus died. The Romans disregarded his will and seized control of Iceni lands and assets. The Romans subjected Boudica and her daughters to acts of unspeakable cruelty and humiliation. Boudica was publicly flogged, and her daughters were raped. These atrocities, the spark that ignited the Boudican revolt, were not merely personal affronts. They were deliberate attempts to crush Iceni resistance and assert Roman dominance. The daughters, witnessing their mother's suffering and experiencing the brutality of Roman rule firsthand, were likely drawn into the rebellion, though their precise roles remain uncertain. It is plausible that they participated in logistical support, gathering supplies, and conveying messages between various Iceni settlements. They might have served as envoys, negotiating with other British tribes to form alliances against the Romans. Perhaps they inspired the warriors with their courage and resilience, fostering their resolve in the face of overwhelming odds. The lack of detailed accounts concerning their activities complicates our understanding of their contributions, leaving much to speculation and interpretation. Following the catastrophic defeat at the Battle of Watling Street, Boudica and many of her warriors perished. Tacitus states that Boudica either killed herself or died in battle. The fate of Boudica's daughters remains a haunting mystery. Tacitus reports that they were allowed to live, albeit as captives of the Romans. Their continued existence suggests that they were considered valuable hostages, perhaps intended to deter any future Iceni uprisings. The Romans might have used them as tools of political manipulation, leveraging their royal lineage to solidify their control over the region. Their lives, dramatically altered by the rebellion and its aftermath, were likely spent under Roman supervision, their freedom curtailed and their identities subsumed within the larger Roman context. The loss of their agency and the erasure of their individual stories constitute a profound tragedy, a stark reminder of the ways in which history often silences the voices of women, especially those connected to marginalized groups. Despite the paucity of direct evidence, we can reconstruct a plausible narrative of their experiences, informed by our understanding of Roman social customs and the broader historical context. They might have been educated in Roman customs and language, integrated into Roman society to ensure their loyalty and prevent any potential resurgence of Iceni resistance. They might have been married to Roman officials or soldiers, forging alliances between the Iceni royal lineage and the Roman administration. Perhaps they bore children, raising a new generation that would bridge the gap between Iceni heritage and Roman rule. Whatever their individual fates, the daughters of Boudica represent a lost chapter in British history, a poignant reminder of the human cost of conflict and the enduring power of resilience. Their story challenges us to re-examine the traditional narratives of the Boudican revolt, to seek out the voices and experiences of those who have been marginalized and silenced by history. By piecing together fragmentary evidence and employing informed speculation, we can begin to reconstruct a more complete and nuanced understanding of their lives and their enduring legacy. The daughters of Boudica may have faded into obscurity, but their story serves as a powerful testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit and the ongoing struggle for recognition and remembrance.